Hello, my name is Kevin Deschamps, certified emotion code practitioner with Kevella Energy Healing. Today we're joined with Andree. Andree had a unique situation that I wanted to share. It was a combination of vertigo and motion sickness, and the doctors didn't really know what to do with it. Are you able to share a little bit, Andree, of what was going on and symptoms that you were feeling?
Yes, I'd be glad to. Yes, I had a severe vertigo mixed up with a bit of motion sickness. I guess you can combine the two. And they had no idea what I had. They couldn't find any medication to better my situation. Several days in the hospital, not knowing what's going to happen next. Doctor told me that I would have to learn to live with it. And this is something that was very hard for me to do. So I tried to find several ways on how to deal with this. And I was not successful until I met you.
Okay. I think it's worth mentioning that we actually stumbled across the improvement of vertigo and the motion sickness during or after a heart wall session. And then once we saw there was some improvement, a little light bulb went off and we continued on identifying and releasing trapped emotions to see if it could help further. So we end up releasing 18 heart wall emotions, and I believe it was 48 other trapped emotions that were contributing to this condition of vertigo and motion sickness. Can you tell us things that you were not able to do before the sessions?
It was, there was many things that I wasn't able to do. I wasn't able to drive, wasn't able to sit in a truck for more than 5 minutes or in a vehicle for more than 5 minutes without having motion sickness, wasn't able to just sit regularly in a rocking chair and just slowly rock. I wasn't able to do that. I'd have to hang on to walls when I went down the stairs, just standing in a room, and I would feel the walls coming in on me or moving around, the ceiling moving, walls were moving.
Wow.
Um, it was pretty severe.
Okay. And your doctor, if I remember, he told you that you wouldn't be able to work anymore. I believe
No,
he.
he had suggested that I go on a program that's called, well, not a program, but the word he used was invalid.
Oh wow.
And that was, yeah, that was something really hard for me to accept.
I
I
bet.
was at a
Yeah.
young age and I don't want this for myself.
Right. So luckily, we stumbled across it and we kept going, cleared all those emotions, and now how's it going? Have you had any other episodes or?
Well, at first, when you suggested we do an episode, like a session on it, I said right away for sure. And at first, I was a little scared because once you had finished your session, the following days, I'd say maybe 2 to 3 of them, I wasn't feeling very well. I was feeling very ill. I was vomiting, and it wasn't a good experience at the time. But soon to realize, following those days, it had changed. My vertigo
Okay.
had down a lot. I went down a lot, and I was feeling more energetic, less tired, and the walls were not caving in on me as much as it used to.
Right. I remember there was a couple times that you contacted me and you asked me because we did some one-on-one sessions with you, on FaceTime, and then we did some other remote sessions. And you were guessing when I was doing the sessions because you felt a difference, maybe a little bit of a drop before the improvement, which we found interesting.
Exactly. Exactly. It's funny that you mentioned that. This one time I actually called you up and I said, "Did you do any sessions on me?" And you said, I did." And I said, "I knew it because I wasn't feeling very well." And then I felt like you said, a drop and then a high.
Then
It,
improvement.
yeah, a big improvement.
Nice,
There's a big change.
nice. So now you have a new job.
I do. I
How's the
do.
job going?
And thanks to this healing that you performed on me, I was able to get a job and keep it and work regular hours at a regular pace and no issues. I drive to work on my own. I wasn't able to do that before. I wasn't even able to work. I wasn't even able to leave the house. But now I am doing all my errands all by myself. I can ride my bike again without falling.
That's great news.
Yeah,
Nice.
it really is.
Very nice. I remember you saying you ended up in a situation where you were riding backwards on a snowmobile and hadn't realized that everything was okay. Like you were,
Yep.
I'm assuming somebody else is driving it unless you're doing some wild tricks. But that you said
No,
that you realized, wow, I couldn't do that before. So there was an improvement
yeah.
there. Yeah, great.
It was actually this summertime, in the winter, not in the summer, obviously. In the winter, my husband and my grandkids we were all at the cottage, and he decided to take the snowmobile out, and he put a sleigh on the back of the skidoo, and I had to stay with the baby because he was, smaller, and I was afraid he'd fall off. And I sat backwards on the sleigh, not thinking that this could be an issue for me. And it wasn't an issue. As we were going through the trails, I was realizing, looking backwards and thinking to myself, well, look at that. Not one problem, not one motion sickness, no heart issues to want to vomit or anything. Everything was,
Nice.
in that moment there, I realized, wow, I think I'm overcoming it. It's
Yeah,
actually going to be done, over with.
great. Awesome news.